I'm just my story time. Basically, I'm just finna give y'all a little update on my little lifey life. So I think in my last video, my thoughts and faults. I think I mentioned that I was single. I think did I? I don't know, but if I didn't, I'm single. I gave a nigga like I got that boy a year and some change. August, September, October, November, December, January. A year and 5 months of my little life. A year and 5 months of my life. Like, I don't feel like it was a waste. I don't feel like it was a waste of my time. But I hate that I let it go on for so long. Like, I hate that I allowed my heart to go through what I allowed it to go through with him. Like, I'm a good person. Not saying that he a bad person, but he just, you feel me? Nigga, you already in jail. But I've been in love with that boy since I was 12 years old, y'all. It's one thing to just meet somebody and then fall in love with them. I mean, grow in love with them. Because you aren't supposed to fall in love, you're supposed to grow in love. But it's one thing to, if I would have met him a year ago and then we grew in love with each other. But no, I met him elementary school and we became friends in 2019. So I was in like the 9th grade going to 10th grade type shit. Like, that's when me and him started communicating with each other. It probably wasn't even 2019. It was probably 2018. But I just know we became friends. At this time, I was fully messing with females. But I always wanted him. I always liked him. I always knew I wanted to be with him. It was always him for me. And for me to step out of my comfort zone of only dealing with women to give him a chance, that was something new for me. But I knew I always wanted him. I never wanted nobody else. It was always him. 2023 made like 5 years of our friendship, and then we started dating. So we started dating in 2023. I was going through what I would maybe consider a transition of liking boys or becoming more feminine. Well, I was becoming more feminine and being open to my pansexuality because I'm pansexual, right? So I'm becoming more feminine and being open to my pansexuality, dating men wise, right? Because I've always dated females. He caught me in a moment where I was just like, I'm finna try this shit out. And I tried it out. And with me trying it out, he asked me to be his girlfriend jokingly, not knowing that I was gonna say yes. Because he didn't know that I was going through this transition of dating men, right? Went from there, and me and him would always say this shit was not supposed to get this serious. This was not supposed to get this serious, but it got this serious. Happy. I was very happy in our relationship. Like, because this was something that I was willing to fight for, something that I wanted, something that I knew I wanted to be in. Like, it wasn't like this was just you feel me? Like I said, I've been like in love with this boy since I was a kid. And me and him used to always talk. And I would tell him, like, I want you to be my first. You know, I promised him that shit. I promised him my virginity back in 2019. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait on you, whoop, whoop. You know, when I'm ready, you know. So, when I'm ready, I'll let you know. At the time, I was like 14, 15 years old, so I, of course, wasn't ready to, you know, do it. But I knew when I was ready to do it, I wanted to give it to him. Right? So, fast forward, happy throughout our whole relationship. Like, I'm happy. I don't know about him, and I was, you know, he would say he was happy. Like, we wouldn't have no issues. But he's toxic. He's one of them niggas. Like, he like being cussed out and called out his name and beat on and, like, he like all that toxic, crazy shit, and I'm just not with it, right? So I would tell him all the time, like, this shit gonna have to change, bro. I don't know what you had going on with them other females, but I'm not them. You feel what I'm saying? So, you already know who I am, how I am. I've been a tomboy my whole life, y'all. I've never been feminine. I've never been feminine. Never. I literally cried 5th grade graduation when my mama made me put on a dress. I've never been feminine. But I've never been fully gay. As a kid, I called myself bisexual. But as I reached high school, I was like, but I actually like gay boys too. And I also like, you know, like, I like a lot of shit. So I'm like, okay, I looked up what it is. I'm like, what does it mean when you don't have one, you know, full attraction to one gender or like one, you know, shit like that. And they was like, oh, that's gender fluid, pansexual. Ooh. So that's what I am. Like, I like it all. I love who love me type shit. Like, I'm not really picky on who I'm with and who I'm not with. Like, if you with me, you with me. You feel me? I love you, you love me. I don't care about all that extra shit. As long as we happy, that's all that matters to me type shit. So, again, I've never been a feminine girl. So, I ripped, you knew this. Because I was one of your homeboys. Right? Everybody thought I was a stud. I've never said I was a stud. I've never said I was gay. But everybody thought I was a stud. Because I'm not feminine. I'm a masculine presenting female. I would get my hair cut. I would do all the things like that. So, motherfuckers automatically assumed I was a stud. So, you know I'm not a feminine girl. From start. He said, man, when I first met you, I was like, for her to be a stud, she sure like me. I said, I never told you I was a stud. Right? But okay. So, we're going to go and fast forward. The first 6 months of our relationship, you know, and I'm teaching him how to be a man. I'm building this nigga. I'm teaching this nigga how to communicate because he don't know how to communicate. I'm teaching this nigga how to get his feelings out because he don't know how to show no emotion. I'm literally building a man for myself type shit. You know, teaching him how a real woman wants to be treated, how I want to be treated, how I want to be loved. Showing him what it takes to last in a relationship. Doing all of that with this nigga. Fast forward, we hit our 1 year mark. Shit was good. But every now and then we'll take a break from each other. Starbucks, I'll take a break from each other. And this one, standing on business, really started popping, right? So he'll be like, oh, you standing on business? I'm like, yeah, I'm standing on business. Fuck you. Ooh. He like, nah. But I'm the type of person where I'm just like, okay, yes. You know, I'm not an argumentative person. And he didn't like that. He didn't like the fact that I wouldn't argue with him. He didn't like the fact that I wouldn't cuss him out. Like, he would do little stupid shit to try to make me mad. But it takes a lot for me to get mad. Like, it's not it's not easy to make me mad. So it took a lot. right? So he would do little stupid shit like, when I get out, I'ma fuck with your neighbor, or you know, like he just do stupid shit to try to make me mad. But it would never work. And it got to a point where I was getting tired of this shit. I'm like, look, you feel me? And I would express how I feel about certain shit that he would do or say. This nigga, he came up with a whole fucking scenario that he got a girl pregnant. Now, he already got a kid, y'all. But he came up with a whole scenario that a girl had text his phone, or text his Facebook, and was like, they had a baby together, and it was a lot. He just came up with all type of stupid ass shit to try to make me mad. I cussed him out real bad that day. But fast forward, because I talk slow, but we're gonna fast forward through this. We're gonna fast forward to, I'm gonna say October. Yeah, because it had been October. His birthday in October. Right? October 2024. This when shit get real rocking. Now, we've been together for a year at this point. October 2024. We was doing good. But, we would always have issues with, him needing money and stuff like that because he locked up. So, we would always have little issues with him needing money. I ain't got no job. So, the little money that I do have, or that I do get, I wasn't trying to give it to him, but I was still, because I'm your girl, I'm your woman, I'm looking out. So, I'm giving him money here and there, giving him money here and there, giving him money here and there. By a year in our relationship, I hadn't gave this nigga, and I'm stupid for this, because I had savings, right? I gave him all my savings, because I'm a trick. You make me feel good. And, we doing what we doing. I'm going to trick on my nigga. And that's just that. But I'm not doing that to feel love. I'm not taking care of no nigga to make a nigga love me. No. Hell no, I could care less. Believe me. I had plenty of niggas trying to get at me. But I wasn't going because I don't think niggas want to do it fuck. And I wasn't ready to fuck. But anyway, always just about money. Every time we get on the phone, money. We weren't really having no conversations. So it got to a point where I'm just, fed up with talking to him because every time he turn around, I don't think he money. And he's so in love with money, and I'm just like, this ain't my life. I love going to church. I love God. I don't too much care for money, and I told him, God will accept a poor man before he'll accept a rich man. So, at the end of the day, fuck the money, because you can have all the money in the motherfucking world. It ain't shit if you ain't got nobody to share with, or if you ain't even happy yourself, you just got money, and unhappy with nobody, by your lonely. Past and go, me and him barely talking, we barely holding a real conversation with each other. It's always just about do this, do that, money, right? For months, right? From October to January. So it gets to a point, I just go off because I'm just like, damn, that's all you care about? That's all you care about? Boom. He gets mad because I told him, that he make me feel like all he care about and want from me is money. And that's how I felt. And that's literally how I was since October. So, me saying that led to a big old debacle about our relationship. He took what I said as in, he felt like I disrespected him because I said all he want from me is money. At that point in time, nigga, that was literally all you was wanting from me. Every time we turn around, It wasn't nothing. We weren't talking about nothing. It wasn't nothing. This fool gonna say, if I'm not situated, by the time he get out, this relationship ain't gonna work. That was one thing. Then this fool gonna say, if I don't, what he said, he said, if I'm not situated by the time he get out, our relationship ain't gonna work. Then he said, damn, what else he said? He was saying a lot of bullshit. Like, a lot of bullshit. And then the bitch gonna say, cause I cut my hair off. Now, this ain't my first time cutting my hair off. When we first started going together, my hair had just started growing back. Cause I cut my hair off March 2023. We started going together August 2023. My hair was just growing back. So at the time we started going together, I barely had hair on my head. But my phone running out of storage and I don't know why. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why this phone don't have no storage on it, but I only got 9 minutes left. But anyway, let's fast forward. So then he gonna bust out and tell me that not to offend you, no offense, but I'm not attracted to you and I don't see myself having sex with you since you cut off your hair. Now, he said I'm just not attracted to that. No offense. That what made me break up with him. Fast forward about 2 weeks later, tried to give him another chance. It was about 2 weeks later, tried to give him another chance. And this bitch gonna say, what the fuck did he say? Yeah, that's when he said, if you ain't situated by the time I get out, this shit ain't gonna work. That was that. Then, what really fucked my head up is, after you already told me I need to do something with myself, and if I'm not situated by the time you get out, we ain't gonna be together, and you not attracted to me. I'm still trying to, even though I was over you, my feelings for him changed immediately after that. Then I get a job, right? I started working, right? No, he called me and he was like, what you know? I was like, I'm in the bed. He like, bro, you always in the bed, whoop, whoop. And that's when he said, I need to do something with myself, whoop, whoop. So then, he called me. He was like, when I call you back, you need to been dead something. He called me back probably like 3 hours later. I answered the phone. He like, what you did? What you been doing since last time we been on the phone? I was like, in my bed. And he was like, wrong answer, and hung up on me, right? I was like, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. So I'm still just like, whatever. So I get a job, right? He calls my phone immediately after my interview. I get my shirt and all that shit like that. He calls my phone immediately after. And I'm like, he like, what you doing? Like, I just left out of my interview. I got the job. I started working this day. And he like, oh, bet, congratulations. I'm proud of you. And he was like, see, that's all I had to do, just push you. And I was like, no. I didn't need you to push me to do anything because I already knew what the fuck I had going on. I knew what the fuck I was going to do and had plans. So just chill, little shawty. Because before I got this job, I had been to 5-6 different interviews. It's not up to me. I can't hire my motherfucking self. So anyway, fast forward. I get home. He called me as soon as I make it home. He called me. He gonna say, he said something so motherfucking stupid. He started cussing me out. And I'm like, damn, bitch. And he told me he hate me. He ended up calling me again. I was like, how the fuck you go from telling me you love me to telling me you hate me. What type of stupid ass shit is that? You just congratulate me, telling me you proud of me. Now all of a sudden, oh, you can't stand me and you hate me. I don't want to talk to you, and I hung up on him. Stopped talking to him. Broke up with him. Time going by. I'm just like, you know, I'm done with this shit. You know, fuck it. I was getting advice from my friends and shit like that. And they was like, yeah, leave his ass alone. Because you don't need him. He need you. Boom. I'm steady, like, I'm a forgiving person, but you won't get too many times to cross me. So I give it, I'm like, we're going to, you know, just leave that. Leave that be. We broke up. We done. About 3 weeks later, real shit, he hit me up. Him and his mama into it. She mad at him because we broke up. And he just like, man, woo. And he said some stupid shit to his mama. And I went off on him for saying stupid shit to his mama because his mama was, you know, basically protecting me, defending me in our situation because of what he said. And she went off on him for saying what he said. And he called me going off on me about what she said. And so I called her, talked to her. She told me what he said to her. He called me back. I told him what he said. I'm like, why you say that stupid ass shit to your mama? The fuck is you doing? I ain't got time for that shit. I don't want to deal with you no more. So then he was like, all right, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. So then we were done. Me personally, I hate that I felt like I had to prove a point. I don't know if I felt like I had to prove a point because he said he wasn't attracted to me. And I was just like, I know plenty of niggas that's attracted to me and they'll want me, but I'm curving and pushing niggas, stiff arming niggas for you. And bitch, you in jail. And I'm still arming the fuck out of niggas for you, being loyal to you. And I know plenty of niggas that want me. So after he said that he wasn't attracted to me because I had my hair cut, I started doing what I was doing what I'm doing me. And like, I don't know. I hate that I felt like I had to prove a point or do stuff, you know. I hate that I felt like that. But now I really just don't give a fuck because I'm me, baby. You feel me? You fuck me, you don't, you don't. But after about a couple of weeks go by, he called me the other day and he was just like, you know, he needs some time and all that shit like that. So we was actually trying to work on getting back together. But then here he go doing stupid shit again. So I'm trying to work on getting back with you, bitch. What the fuck is you doing, right? So I told him the other day, he called me. I was like, what we doing? Like, is we getting back together or what? Because I want to be with you. I miss you. I love you. I want to be with you. He like, I miss you too. I just need a little more time. I'll let you know. I was like, well, next time you call my phone, you need to know what you want to do. And he was like, okay. And I was like, yeah. And I'm dead ass serious. So the bitch called me. I'm like, so what's up? What we doing? He like, man, I don't know yet. I still need a little time. I'm like, next time you call my phone, and I'm dead ass serious, you need to know what you're going to do. He calls me today. And he like, hey, babe. Now, when he called me again, he was like, he still need a little more time with him. I'm like, okay. But next time you call me, you need to know what you're going to do. This motherfucker going to call me, talking about he need a little more time. He going to call me today, talking about, hey, babe. Bae? I said, what you mean, bae? I'm not your bae. It's like that. I'm like, it's exactly like that because I told you. Next time you call my phone, you need to answer. You can't be putting down on me. You don't get to pick and choose when we get back together. Yes, the fuck I do, because I'm the one that broke up. I broke up with you. So that means I get to choose when we get back together, the fuck? You don't get to pick and choose when we get back together, and you the one who fucked up our relationship, not me. But anyway, yo, Thomas said, hey, babe. I said, I'm not your babe, and I'm not playing because I told you next time you call my phone, you need to have your mind made up and know what the fuck you want to do. He said, man, you can't be putting down on me. You can't be rushing me. So we friends. I'm like, no, I don't even want to be your friend. I'm good. He like, oh, have a good life. And I was like, you too. And he hung up the phone. He was like, I love you. And I was like, love you too. And we hung up the phone. But like, you don't get no chance. The fuck you mean? I don't get to pick. I don't get to rush you and pick and choose. Yes, the fuck. I told you and you thought I was playing. I don't know who he thought I was, but now I'm really showing him who I am, because I ain't no pussy, I ain't no bitch. So yeah, put down on them fuck niggas. I'm stupid, but I ain't dumb as fuck. But anyway, that was my little story time, y'all. My phone finna run out of storage. I literally only got 5 seconds. So yeah, anyway, that was that, y'all. Bye.